So how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Now, news has been pretty slow this past month for Star Wars Battlefront 2. As you guys know, all the crazy events going on in this world has postponed this update and is probably going to postpone future updates as well. So we've kind of just been sitting in the dark waiting for when the community transmission is going to come out. And we don't currently have a community event calendar for the month of April, but there's actually a little bit of news that I want to cover for you guys in regards to the community transmission and some of the events that are going on for the rest of this month. So to start us off, Kevin Johnson, which some of you guys probably know him as Total FPS, he works as part of the community team. He worked under Ben, so he has been tweeting out some information in regards to what we are getting this month. And he tweeted a couple of days ago, he says, "We're aware we are delayed a little with the community calendar for April in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Until we get that out to you, the first event for April is fast spawns for the 3rd through 6th, which is going on right now. 1 second spawn time enabled for most of the game modes, which I'm sure most of you guys have already noticed by now." But then he tweeted today, going a little bit more into depth about that. He says, "Since our community calendar isn't out yet, waiting on the last check/hope next week, some are noticing double XP is active for this weekend's fast spawn event. Double XP is in fact active for the entirety of this month. Yes, 30 days of double XP in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Enjoy." So that's a pretty big deal. So if you're a new player and you want to level up those star cards, or if you're one of those players that wants to max out your heroes and just get everything to the max level, this is the month to do it. This is their way of kind of making it up to everybody since they had to postpone the update. So if you notice that you're getting double XP, that is why. And then in regards to the community transmission, I know a lot of you guys are wondering where it's at and why we haven't gotten it yet. The High Ground Master asked him on Twitter, so CT an update next week or the week after. Then he responded saying mid-April, nothing further on this at the moment, sorry. And then Langford Artist asked, wait, so the CT is delayed too? That's disappointing. I thought if not today, Ben would go out with a bang and drop it tomorrow. And then he responded saying the community transmission had automatically been moved to fall in line with the recent announcement that we're moving the update into mid-April. As the CT discusses the contents of the update, as we still have time to add/detract from the update, the CT goes up nearer it. And then he went on to explain that this is to ensure that when the CT goes live, we're committing to the contents of that CT. If it went live right now and things changed, that isn't good on us nor the player base. So I'm glad that he gave a little bit of an explanation here. I personally didn't understand why they just didn't announce the community transmission and then just let us know ahead of time. But that does make sense if things are constantly changing and they're picking and choosing what's going in this update. If they released the community transmission like 2 weeks ago and then come mid-April when we actually get the update, if something was missing and then it was in the patch notes, everybody would be throwing a fit and it would just cause a lot of drama. So that makes sense as to why we haven't seen the community transmission yet. And then as a quick reminder, if you guys don't know yet, everything that we know for sure is coming in this update. We are getting Supremacy added to the Age of Rebellion, headlined by the return of the tropical planet of Scarif. The mode will also feature a number of Age of Rebellion locations. We have some updates for instant action, including the addition of the Age of Rebellion, as well as a new way to play offline. And then both co-op and Heroes vs. Villains will be receiving some additional locations, and we can confirm that there will be some new hero and villain appearances arriving as well. So Supremacy is coming to the original trilogy, and with that we're getting multiple maps added to that mode, more updates to instant action, and a new offline mode, which is pretty interesting. We don't know much details on that, but that is something new that we're getting, so that's pretty cool. And then co-op and Heroes vs. Villains are getting additional locations. My guess is that's probably based around the Scarif map that we're getting. And then they said new hero and villain appearances arriving as well. Notice how he doesn't say heroes and villains appearances. He just said hero and villain as in singular. So my guess is that we're probably going to get one for each. If I had to take an educated guess, I'm willing to bet Darth Maul will get a skin and maybe Indoor Luke would be my guess. But that's just off the top of my head. We just know for sure that Han isn't getting any skins, so that's good. But your guess is as good as mine, but based off of all the tweets and teases that Ben has been giving over the past couple months regarding Darth Maul, I think it's a pretty safe bet that we're going to get Darth Maul. And then in regards to the community transmission, based off of everything DICE has done in the past, the best educated guess I have for when we are going to get the community transmission will probably be around the 13th or the 14th of April. They normally have the community transmissions go live on Mondays or Tuesdays, and then we normally have the updates on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Sometimes they release updates on Tuesdays, but the community transmission always comes out the day before. and sometimes even the day of. And you can't get any more in the middle of April than during that week of the 13th and the 14th. So as always, stay tuned to this channel and I will keep you updated whenever there is more information. I will be sure to post the contents of the new community transmission, and I will go over the patch notes for you whenever those go live next week. So if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys enjoy the news updates, be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out. And then if you haven't yet, be sure to follow me on Twitch at SwanyPlaysGames Live, and be sure to join the Discord where you guys can all hang out with each other and stay up to date on all channel news and every time I go live. And it's just a cool place for you guys to hang out with each other. But that is going to do it for everything in this video, guys. Check out another video, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.
We would be honored if you would join us. You cannot resist